toenail polish and hair and what are you wearing to this event? And then there are times when it gets a little serious. You were in the hospital and you weren't doing well. And she'll open up to me about some things and some of the feelings that she has and what she has shared and not shared with her children. Let her know that I'm there if she needs me.
She's wonderful. She's caring. She's loving. You know, somebody's in a role not because, you know, it's something for them to do, a way for them to pass time, but they're really there because they want to be. She's a genuine person that honestly and truly cares, and if Paula needs anything, anytime, day or night, she's there. You know, when there's something needed and I can't do it, or grandma or grandpa can't do it, or aunt and uncle can't do it, you know, it's like we have an extended family member who can.
Caring Matters to me is very special because when I work with them, they will figure out how to meet the needs of the patient or the client and me. They have support groups. They just make sure that we're taking care of ourselves as well, because it can be very, it's emotional.
A volunteer can be great, but sometimes going to the beach, well, it can give you hope in another way. Thanks to the Gail Robinson Fund, a partner with Caring Matters, the Marcuses were given a free trip to the beach.
The beach trip was amazing. So we went to the beach. They played in the waves. We got boogie boards, built sand castles. We did the boardwalk every night. And it just was time. No electronics. Like, my kids at the beach didn't even look at their phones when we were outside of the condo. Like, building those memories, grabbing an ice cream cone. It was their first time seeing the ocean. And it was our first family trip to the beach. It was amazing.
To see how something so simple can make children so happy. The fact that Caring Matters helped us do that, I'm so grateful and appreciative for. It helps you feel alive.
Time is a very precious thing for me right now. I want to spend as much time as I can with my family. I definitely want to keep my volunteer. I love her, and she's like a part of our family at this point. And just keep going.
Paula Marcus keeps moving forward every day with the help of Elisa Marandino. Paula says, when difficult times arise, get help as soon as possible.
I would say do it yesterday, because it can really change a lot for anybody. A lot of people are going to want to do a lot of things, and you may not even know what you need, but let them.
As many hands that you can have to help you, let them help. The less stress that you have, the easier it's going to be to deal with the stressful situations that are going to come behind being a caregiver.
And find the resources in your community. They're there. You know, you have to reach out and find them. But Caring Matters found me, and I would say go talk to them. They're very caring, they're very understanding, and it's a great resource.
I'm Eric Friedman, Director of Montgomery County Government's Office of Consumer
Good morning, everybody. I am Mark Corman, the outgoing chair of the Montgomery County House Delegation. Welcome to our annual organizational meeting. I just want to first acknowledge some of our delegate-elects who are here. Delegate-elect Aaron Kaufman, Delegate-elect Joe Vogel. Congratulations to both of you. And we, of course, will be welcoming some additional delegates-elect from District 9A, or a delegate and a delegate-elect from District 9A in the near future. Also just wanted to acknowledge a former member of this delegation who passed away a few days ago, Delegate Sheila Hickson, who was, I believe, the longest-serving female member of the Maryland General Assembly, and a terrific mentor and partner to many of us. So I just want to acknowledge her. And with that, let me turn it over to the Dean of our delegation, Chair Kumar Gorvey.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to get us started here. I will make a brief comment, and that is that it's no secret as to who it is that's going to be elected as chair of our delegation, and she follows in a tradition of sorts. One of the earliest chairs of our delegation was a District 17 delegate, the late Michael Gordon, and he served for 5 years. I served for 8 years. And with that, let me ask if there are any nominations for chair of the delegation.
Mr. Chairman.
Delegate Corman.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to put forth the Democratic nominee for chair of our Montgomery County House delegation, both a policy wonk and a political warrior, a woman who doesn't speak softly and carries a big stick, but speaks softly and knows the tax code inside out. The delegate for the district I grew up in, the delegate for this building, our friend and partner, Delegate Julie Polakovich-Carr.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Delegate Lukey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I would like to second that nomination. I've had the honor and privilege of serving alongside Delegate Polakovich-Carr during her first term, her time on the Ways and Means Committee, where she has quickly become one of the best experts on tax policy. But in addition to that, is always hardworking, always kind, really collaborative, just a joy to work with. So I'm ecstatic to second the nomination of Delegate Julie Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you. Is there a motion to close the nominations? So moved. Is there a second? Second. Okay, the motion before the delegation is to close the nominations. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes seem to have it. The ayes have it. The nominations are closed. All those in favor of electing Delegate Julie Polakovich-Carr as the chair of the Montgomery County House delegation signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? There you have it. The new chair of the delegation, Julie Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you, colleagues. Very much appreciate your support and look forward to working with all of you as we work to advance our priorities, Montgomery County's priorities in the upcoming session and beyond. So next we will be taking up nominations for the position of vice chair of our delegation. And is there a motion? Or nomination, excuse me. Delegate Solomon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That has a nice ring to it. I would like to nominate my District 18 partner in crime, dear friend, Delegate Emily Shetty, who is not only one of the kindest and hardest working members of our delegation, really of our chamber, she's also just incredibly thoughtful and an incredible policy wonk, somebody who has dug into incredibly tough issues on the Judiciary Committee, has created just an incredible environment of collegiality on, I think, a committee that deals with probably some of the most heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching issues that we face in the General Assembly. She has also, I think, invested probably the most time of almost any of us in building relationships with our colleagues in every corner of the state, and will just be a great force of nature for our county in leadership representing our delegation.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Madam Chair.
Delegate Love.
Thank you. I would like to second the nomination of Delegate Emily Shetty for Vice Chair of our delegation. I would like to echo everything my colleague to the left said. Delegate Shetty, anyone who works with her knows how much she cares about her constituents, about our delegation, about our county, about our state. She is an incredibly hard worker, a very thoughtful person, not only personally but also professionally, by working with everyone, listening to opposing views, and trying to bring people to a good place. So it is my honor and privilege to second the nomination for Delegate Shetty.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, is there a motion to close nominations? Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of closing nominations say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. All those in favor of Delegate Emily Shetty for Vice Chair of the Montgomery County Delegation say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations. And I will note that just a little earlier this evening during our Montgomery County House Democratic Caucus meeting, we did elect 2 new co-chairs of our Democratic Caucus. Delegate Lily Chee and Delegate Vaughn Stewart will be serving very well in those roles, and we thank them for their service and stepping up for those positions. And we would be remiss if we didn't publicly thank Delegate Corman for his service as chair over the last 4 years. He really has served our delegation and our county and the residents of Montgomery County incredibly well. We are very grateful for your service, and we know you're not going far, but so appreciate everything that you've done. And I think our last order of business is just to put in a public plug that our schedule of fall meetings are posted on the delegation's website. We have our first hearing of the fall next Tuesday, November 15th. That is going to be a Zoom meeting. It is priorities night, so this is every resident's opportunity to come out and speak about what they hope we take up as a delegation and what we'll be working on in Annapolis this coming session. Is there any other business before we close out? All right. Well, thank you all. I think we are adjourned.
It can be helpful as well for caregivers to encourage the person that they're caring for